Cougar Nation, want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Jack Jones Hoop Fest. Make sure to go check them out. Saturday, December 10th down in Las Vegas. They're hosting a few games down there. One of them is BYU versus Creighton. There'll be a link in the bio for tickets. Be sure to click that and get your deal. All right, Cougar Nation, welcome back to part 3. Make sure to go check out part 1 and 2 of our interview with Trey. Been some good conversations so far. I'm looking forward to continuing it.
Hopefully it's not bad this time.
Hopefully, no, this will be solid. You're good. And so we kind of finished off talking about like relationship though, like with Foo. So kind of go into like your team chemistry. So I heard from Richie. I mean, you guys are like a really tight group. Yeah. Because I mean, there's 19 of you. Is that 17?
18.
18.
I think, yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. Right around.
So I mean, that's a tight group.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like? I mean, you've been here for like 2 years now, or a year and a half. Yeah, we came at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, with that time being here, how do you feel like your chemistry with them has grown?
Specifically when we had, I don't know what you call it, when everybody left our team. And we had 5 players at one point. That was interesting where it was like me, Spence, Tiki Foose, and Trevin, and G would come in and just lift. And it was just like that core group. And like some of them would go on vacation, so there would be weeks where it was just me. Like there was 2 weeks where it was just me and the strength coach.
Oh, jeez.
And that was crazy. And like me and Foose were walking out of the locker room one day, and I was like, bro, this is a third of our team right now. I was like, if you get hurt, I'm gonna have to play a 5. So it was just cool. Like that time, like I really am grateful for that time, because our main goal for those 5 or those 6 of us were to just build such good relationships with each other that when other pieces were added on, they just got tossed in and it felt natural. So like when all our freshmen came in, we started Star Wars night, and we'd all go watch Star Wars at the Annex. Then we had other transfers come in. We just tried to do things to kind of keep everybody together and keep everyone close. So we got a bunch of people, a bunch of different backgrounds, but we all rock with each other heavy. So it was fun.
So I feel like you always have like a pretty positive mindset, and so that kind of goes into your brand, right?
Yeah.
And so just like tell us a little bit about your brand, how that started, because it's with is it with Jaron?
I just did a campaign for him.
You did a campaign for him.
So I started a clothing brand. Just wanted to get some experience, have some fun, make some change. So the thing that I started with Jaron is I was doing my clothing for a while, and then I wanted to start doing like charity work. So I went to Jaron and was like, do you have like a cause or anything you want to like support? And he's like, oh, I'm big on anti-bullying. So we just designed a shirt together, and then we dropped the shirt, and 100% of the proceeds go towards him starting his own nonprofit. So it was just cool to like, he's just such a, like, Jaron is like just such a great leader, just a genuinely good dude. Like we had our first meeting, he brought me Chick-fil-A, and he had his baby with him.
Yeah.
And like just like this is a perfect family, man. Like just a great example of like what kindness is. So just helping him along that path was cool. And then we worked with Jimmer because he has his Choose Kindness Foundation, which is awesome. And yeah, we just kind of collabed a little bit and just are trying to raise money for that. So yeah, that was interesting.
And then your brand is called Default Happiness.
Default Happiness, yeah.
And so where did that come from?
It was a book I was reading. I was going through a hard time, and I was reading this book called Solve for Happiness, maybe. No, it's called Solve for Happy. And it just introduces that idea of default happiness, where like you go throughout your day and you have all these terrible things happen, and like life's hard. You go through ups and downs, but being able to take a deep breath and resetting yourself and having your default be happiness. So like regardless of how your day is going, you can always take a deep breath and reset. And like where you are in your present moment is a happy state, rather than kind of thinking like, oh, this terrible thing happened, like my day's ruined. It's like, no, just reset yourself and just try to be happy. So that's really all it is.
Yeah. And then when did you start this company?
About a year ago, a little over a year ago now. So
I feel like it's taken off pretty well.
Yeah, it's been fun. So there's been a lot of cool things, and I got a lot of cool projects. Like I'm working with this charity who's building a house in the Dominican Republic. I'm working with Gideon, my teammate, to send shoes to Africa, because he's what he does is amazing. Is
that like bring a pair of shoes to the
games? So yeah, I'm just dropping a shirt for that, and then all the proceeds will go towards sending those shoes to Africa. I'm working with 2 of the volleyball players right now, Whitney and Heather, and we're doing like a Love One Another thing, and we're working with the sock brand. I've also started another thing, which is called Soul Station. I've been working with this guy, and it's kind of like a place where we'll teach classes, because I like customizing shoes, and he's really good at it too. And we'll bring a class in, and so people will all bring their shoes, and we just teach them how to customize their shoes. We have all the paints, all the material, And we've been holding focus groups, and we're like getting ready to launch it. So that's been fun. So there's just been a lot of cool projects that it's just been like, you know how it is. Like being at BYU, it's just awesome because there's so many great alumni and so many people who are willing to help you. Like I have people hit me up all the time, and any businessman I meet is like, if you ever want a meeting, like I'm gladly sit down with you and give you any guidance. So BYU is definitely like the perfect place to launch anything because the fan base is so supportive and the alumni is so experienced but also willing to help.
Yeah. What do you see for the future of your company? Like where do you hope that it'll end up?
So really I want to be a sports psychologist for youth to normalize clinical therapy for young kids and mindfulness practices. So I just kind of want Default Happiness to continue working with charities and promoting happiness, and then having other avenues open up. So like my shoe thing that I'm about to start, like that's going to open up new opportunities for me to work with new people. And it's just awesome to sit down and work with someone on a shoe. But then obviously I want to get it to the point where like it can go along with my profession, where I can sit down with people but also be able to work with youth in a normal, natural way. Because like you have a kid coming to like a therapy, like clinical therapy setting can be intimidating. But if you have them come to like a sports psychologist place where they're working on their sport and they can come in and kind of focus on bettering their lives on their mindset on and off the court, then I feel like it could just be a great avenue for a lot of happiness and positivity to be promoted.
That's so cool. Dude, I'm excited for you. You got big things in
Thank
the
you.
future.
Thank you.
Like,
I'm excited for it.
that's real cool. I gotta get you to customize some shoes for me.
I got you. Give me your cleats or anything, bro.
Let
Let me do your wedding shoes.
my wedding shoes.
If y'all are sneakerheads, I did wedding shoes last week. Those are fun.
Were they white or what were
They
they?
just wanted. This was the interesting one. They wanted. It was part of like they came to our workshop, and we customized their shoes, and then they wanted all their guests to sign the shoe. So they're gonna have like the shoes up, and then people are gonna sign them. It's cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's interesting. So yeah, a lot of creative things that are going on.
Well, I really appreciate you, Trey.
Nah, appreciate you, man. You're a stud.
You know, bro. That's all. You're a real solid guy.
Thank you,
You've always been.
Yeah.
So I appreciate your kindness, your leadership.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Cause I mean, we didn't talk for like quite a few years. See each other at
Nah,
that one volleyball game.
Did
It's
to
like,
Hawaii, and then it was just picked right up
Yeah,
where we
I know,
left
bro.
off, which is awesome.
You're a good guy. Appreciate you for coming out to this as well. Cougar Board thanks you. Oh my bad.
No, you
good.
good. All good.
Cougar Board appreciates you.
Yeah, we appreciate Cougar Board.
Yeah. Make sure to watch part 1 and 2, and then go follow your boy Trey on Instagram. What's your handle?
That's a great question. I think it's one Trey Stewart, BYUbasketball. Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of
just Trey.
You got that blue check too, yeah.
Did you get a blue check?
I'll get one.
You'll get one.
I'll probably get one next year. I'm not doing much this year.
You got catchy touchdown.
No, I'm not doing anything this year, bro.
Oh man.
All right, yeah. Go follow Trey Stewart. He's got a good cause. Go follow Default Happiness on Instagram too. They're a good company.
Yeah.
You're a good dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're a great man.
Oh, thank you.
Excited for the wedding.
Thanks. You'll get an invite, don't worry.
Good. I was gonna slip that in. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Cougar Nation, for watching.